Some of you already know what is the cloud and the cloud computing kind of concept. It is not a, I don't know in academies how the cloud computing is defined. Okay, but is it is this PPT is I created from Azure, not Azure, Microsoft Learning part. Already shared a video of that one. I think I told you that one or not. I don't know. So see, this is Microsoft Learning. So this is the Microsoft Learning. Okay, this is my ID. One reputation point. Allow you to earn points based on quality distribution and Microsoft going a way to answer. Okay, so get feedbacks approved, feedbacks vote for approved, reputation points. Some negative points also you have a content reported for a moderation. I don't know what it is. So why I closed it. So look at here. In this Microsoft Learning, I have learned two courses. This is currently it is going on, still not completed. I'm not completing it. I don't know why I'm not completing. But I completed two parts. One is Introduction to Azure Fundamentals. The next one is Discuss Azure Fundamental Concept. Okay. From this one, okay. So when I am learning this one, so when I'm learning these topics, okay. So when I'm learning these topics, what I have done, so I will go to training. Okay. So completed topics are there. These are pending last 87%. This is not yet started. This somewhat is completed. So there is some completed topics also already I shown. No? So see what's others are learning. These are different topics. Azure storage services. Describe cloud compute. This is completed. You can see batches and okay. This is describe cloud service types. Okay. So you can see it is. I think I completed, but it is not showing that point. But you can see what is cloud computing kind of stuff. The material while I'm reading, I'm unable to go through it like what we can say. It means I am unable to concentrate. Okay, so what I have what I have done. Um, why it is showing like this? Go to profile. That is the best one. To go to profile, then automatically all your information stores is here. Past 7 days, this is attached. Training. These are the completed. This is ended in between. I didn't complete it. This is completed. So I will show you first. At least one completed. It is completed. Okay. Next, see it is check marks completed. When I'm reading about this one, okay. So when I reading, so I am getting means yeah, bored, little bored, because you have to read everything. Then what I done, I created a PPTs for each individual one. Okay. So when I completed first, this one. Okay. So I completed this. So while I'm reading, okay, I copy the lines and paste into a PPT. So last class when I taking this cloud computing, I have gathered both the PPTs and combined into one place. Okay. So the point 2 points, guys, I created these PPTs from the Microsoft only. Okay. Second one is the second one is I'm telling again, guys, this is one of the good resource to learn. You can learn any Microsoft technologies easily from here. Okay. Microsoft learns Spark possibility. Spark does not mean it's normally Spark only. Okay. try code samples. Certain things while learning you need to set up also, including if you want to learn Azure. Okay, while I'm learning Azure, this is the only theory I'm learning. But if I want to learn Azure practicals, okay, if I want to learn Azure practical also, they will give you sandbox kind of stuff. It means it's a simulator environment, so I can do practical directly without creating a Azure Microsoft account. Same thing is write your first C sharp code. Okay, I am not means up to here we completed, but challenging and solutions not completed. Okay, only this part completed. So while you are doing this one, also you don't need to install any software. You don't need to do install any software. Simply you have to write a code into this location and you can run. So just I copy it. Actually have to type it, okay, and run. So no need to do any software installation also. Just like W3 schools type only. So you can run once you are completed. Okay, it is showing some how you will get error kind of stuff also. It will tell console does not exist. Why you are getting that error? Because of something. Your C. This is C small letter. This is cap letter. Compulsory follow the capital and small. Usually in Microsoft, do not follow case sensitive, but this is a following case sensitive. Okay, see, this is also somewhere mistake is happen. I don't know why too many following. WL, if you change it also, we'll get it. Commenting. Yeah, point is you can learn anything Microsoft technologies and you don't require certain things like so you can search for learning or what you want to learn also you can try it. You can scroll down, so which training you want it, which kind of certification you want to do it. And now challenge is also going on. You take a challenges like you complete these learning courses, you will get a free certification coupons also you will get it. Okay, free certifications vouchers you will get it. So you can write a Microsoft certifications freely. That is also possible. So that's what I am trying to say. Code challenges is also there. Point is start learning. You are interested to start learning from Microsoft Azure or anything. Okay. Complete the those small thing. You'll end the batches. You can share the batches in your LinkedIn kind of stuff also. Second one is while you are doing it, so you will get a free like in November only. This challenge is there. It is not showing that pop up now. Okay, but in general, now last time it is showed the pop up is telling like you complete this training kind of stuff. So you completed these trainings, you will end the batches as well as you will get this kind of stuff. What I said, certification vouchers. Okay, you can do certification freely. Understand, guys, that point? Last point.
Yes, sir.
In my channel, so already I describe. Okay, I closed it. In my channel, I already I told learn how to learn free. Microsoft kind of stuff. Okay. In this one only, somewhere I will go to playlist. So in a playlist, free courses. Here I mention how to learn Microsoft technology freely. Not only one time, two, three times I mentioned in this one only, but this is learn Microsoft technologies freely. Okay. This is skill for all. This is CloudX Lab. Whatever it is. So go through it, how to log in and all. I told. What is cloud computing? So it's a delivery of computing services over the internet, which is otherwise known as a cloud, which is otherwise known as a cloud. These services include server, storage, database, networking, software, analytics, intelligence kind of stuff. You go to AWS or Azure direct website, so you can just go through that one. Don't go to account section, just go to normal Azure product kind of stuff. No, not Microsoft.com. But also you can see here it is. So you'll get a free services. It is you'll get a servers, Linux servers, kind of stuff, Azure virtual machine as a Windows virtual machines, SQL database, storage, app services, functions, even grade, Cosmos DB. It's a NoSQL kind of stuff. Okay, these are some services, but lot of services you'll get it. This is free for 12 months. Actually, it is hourly base, 750 hours. Okay. Next one is other services. So why it is not showing? The all free services. It is Azure DevOps, Kubernetes services, maps, AI, ML kind of stuff. Also, you will get it. Bot services, cognitive search, face, face recognition kind of stuff, dev test labs, IoT, okay, machine learning, machine learning. Uh, so all these are all So static web app, Visual Studio Code. Okay. So some are means whether it is free services, 12 months period, limited time, or not a limited time. Important is okay. What are the services from Azure? That's a don't open this free account kind of stuff. Azure direct website like this. Okay, so you can explore or products, go to products. You can see all these features and these are the application you can find it. So DevOps related, database related, containerization related, compute related, development tools, identity, integration. So I said now Azure Active Directory, integrations, IoT, media, migration, mobile, networking, storage, web, virtual desktop, kind of stuff. Okay. The point is, just I'm giving a sample. It's a delivery of computing service over net. These services include server, storage, database, networking, software, analytics, and intelligence. So to tell that point only, I showed this screen. Okay, We don't go blindly sometimes to go through certain sentences. Cloud computing offer faster innovation, flexible resources, economies of scale kind of stuff. Here it is. Why cloud computing is typically cheaper to use. So why cloud computing? First of all, it is a pay as you go service, guys. Pay as you go services. Just I will tell you one example which is not here, which is I got it from some other discussion. So very simple it is, guys. You have to do certain work. So you got certain one work is there. It means you need a for that work you need a computer. 1 second. That is why time is going very faster. Huh? So I need a computer to do certain work. I have to do some office work, or maybe I have to do some project. Okay, some mm, work is there, some DTP work kind of stuff. So I need a computer and I need a printer. I need a printer. I need a printer. And I need a internet connection. I need a internet connection. I need a internet connection. Maybe I need to talk to someone, then I need a speaker kind of stuff. Understand, guys? Requirement. But you don't have these facilities in your home. What to do? It or not. So I went to a internet center. Nowadays, these are become very less. Okay. Now, internet cave or internet centers are there. Okay. So actually, cyber cave or internet caves are earlier lot of internet cave, lot of big business it is. Okay. And there certain cases also happen. So there people implemented CC cameras. People who are using for this our some Aadhaar card or some identity proof also required in a certain period of time. Nowadays, everybody having an internet in their mobiles and all. Okay. So what sir it is? It is in olden days. I'm telling. Maybe once in a year, like maybe while you are in a college time, also you may go to the internet center for taking printouts or for a project work, right? In generally, so you want to internet center. So what they will do? So they will provide a system for you. You got a system now. They'll provide a system, and this system having internet. Now you will search and download documents, and you want to take a printout. You ask a internet guy, so you can take a printout. Then while you are leaving, so it will they will calculate how many hours of system you used. System means system plus internet. How many hours you used it? How many printouts you have taken? How many printouts you have taken? For example, 10 pages you have taken. 2 rupees per page. Per hour it is 20 rupees. And pages are 10 means it is a 20 rupees. So you have to pay 40 rupees. Then you will pay 40 rupees. Then you go out. And next, after 2 days, maybe you have to do some work. Then what you will do? You go to the internet center, take a computer, do the work, take the printout, pay the amount, and leave. Right? You are not owning that computer. You are not owning that any internet. You're not paying for a printer. You're not purchasing the printer there. You're not purchasing papers there. You're not purchasing a computer, or you are not subscribing to that internet. Simply you went to the internet scape. You're using their facilities and leave there and came out. That's simply to understand this cloud computing. Both are not same. Both are not same. Cloud computing and this one is not same. Point is renting. Pay as you go. Pay for what you are using it. Cloud computing service is delivery of computing services. Delivery of computing over the internet by using pay as you go pricing model. You typically pay only for the cloud services you use, which help you to lower your operating cost. Lower your operating cost. Run your infrastructure more efficiently. Run your infrastructure more efficiently. Scale your business needs and changes. To put it another way, cloud computing is a way to rent computing power and storage from someone else's data center. Meaning is someone is maintaining a data center. Means someone maintain their servers, storage devices, networking components. Okay, someone is maintaining this entire data center kind of stuff. Okay, now you want some work. You got certain work is there. Again, same scenario, but this is different. Someone, certain organization maintaining these data centers. I need to do certain project work. My infrastructure, what are the my laptop is not enough. For example, see my laptop. Mine is 64. Okay, no problem in it. Of course, i5 processor and 12 GB RAM. But my availability RAM is only 5 GB. And my processor is only 2 core processor. And my hard disk space left is very less. Think like that. Okay. So I got a new project. Okay. The project system requirement is, for example, I need a 4 core processor. 4 core processor. Minimum 16 GB RAM. 16 GB RAM is required. Okay, 100 GB free disk space is required. Or 200 GB free disk space is required. Take better. So I don't have this infrastructure in my PC. If I have to go and purchase a desktop or laptop with this infrastructure, again it is cost. It is cost on me. And the space occupation, cost, connectivity. Okay. So what I will do as an individual user, so I will contact that cloud service provider. Okay. Then I'll create a virtual machine in their data center. I will create a virtual machine with this 4 core 16 GB, 200 G, 16 GB RAM, 200 GB disk space. With that one, I create a virtual machine. So of course, I need a OS, right? So maybe my OS is Linux OS, for example. Just for example, Linux. So I install. I said to in my cloud interface, I will tell this is my CPU, my RAM, my disk, my operating system. Okay. Then click OK. Automatically, virtual machine will be created. Now I will access this virtual machine here. I can start working with my virtual machine. Means where is this virtual machine? Here, physically located here. But I'm accessing from my system. Okay. This is one way to explain, simply way to computing power. You are accessing through internet, like you are running your virtual machine in someone else data center, like you are renting this space and you are utilizing, and you are pay for utilize. You are paying for utilizing. Guys, understand what is this cloud part, renting part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Originally, there is a very big story of private and public cloud kind of stuff. I'm not telling because people are anyway uh, understanding, not understanding. It is very complex subject. I'm telling in simple way. So as an individual user, I said, as an organization also, we need a certain requirements. Maybe it is a virtual machine requirements. For example, I got a project that required a virtual machine. So I will contact this service provider. I will create a virtual machine here. I'm utilizing from here. For example, I'm a developer. I'm developing some application. My local machine requirements are not enough because basically a full stack developer like it should do develop a application or a deploy an application need a three main parts like a front end. For example, it is um, a web application, front end kind of stuff means you need a HTML web server. Okay, that kind of stuff is required. Next is backend thing is like a database. You need a database support is also required like a MySQL, Oracle SQL, SQL server. You need this kind of stuff. In middle, so we need to run an application like a Java or PHP. Okay, so like that. So we need a some application to run servlets. Okay, so this is like a Python. So this is the middle part. This is HTML. Like this environment I required, but I don't know the total installation, how to install one by one. Lot of people, even I asked like from CSC background, the people said I am very good with Java and all. I ask which version you installed the Java. Some people will tell a question, guys. What is your favorite subject in your academies? Immediately, if there are belongs to computers, they'll tell my favorite is Java or Python or C. Okay, then definitely there is a question on your favorite subject also. Okay, remember that one. So you choose your favorite subjects wisely. At least basics you can able to tell. At least you have to tell basic knowledge on this one. Okay, so I have taken some interviews. Yesterday also I have taken some interviews, right? So that's why I have taken. I didn't take the class. So yesterday I have taken some interviews from fresher recruitment, not for Cognizant. It is for HCL. Okay. Point is, most of the people don't know the installations, hardware requirements also. Okay. So and the multiple installation means that kind of setups they don't know. So one easiest solution is just go to the cloud computing based on your cloud service provider like Amazon, Azure kind of stuff. Like in Azure, there is a app service or a Elastic Beanstalk kind of services. Just you have to tell I want to create a project. The project name is this some project name. Okay. What are the requirements need for your project? What are the connectivity between those requirements? Just okay, automatically all this will be connected and deployed to you. You can start developing coding and connecting one service to another service. Okay, and also you can test it. You can test it. You can pipeline it. You can deploy it. You can deploy it to the public also. This is one more point I want to say. The point already one point I said middle. Guys, when you are saying in interview, this is my favorite subject, like a C language or maybe a Java language or maybe a something you learn in your academies or maybe outside of your academies. Like you learn SQL, you say I'm good with SQL. Better to tell basics of SQL, Oracle SQL. Okay, so then the questions will be limited. Then you can able to give an answer. Very basic level of questions also there. Okay, versions are important. Basic query kind of stuff, executions. Better to prepare those things when you are telling about what is your favorite. You can treat cloud's resources like you would resource into your own data center. You can think like you are owning them as long as you are using. When you are done using them, you give them back. Okay, you build only for what you use. Yeah, you are rent and taken, right? So once you are completed, work completed, yes, you can give it back like only. So you are telling, so yeah, my work is completed, so you are giving back only. Instead of maintaining CPU storage in your data center, you can rent them for a time that you need them. Whenever your requirement is there, then you will take a rent instead of purchasing in your system. Cloud provides take care of maintaining underlying infrastructure for you. Okay, provide a take care of maintaining underlying infrastructure for you. It means what are the infrastructure requirements? It will maintain by cloud service provider only. You enables you to quickly solve your toughest business challenges. Sorry, toughest toughest business challenges. I see yes only business challenges and bring cutting edge solution to. Okay. Again, guys, I said there is a story, but actually two stories. I'm telling one story only. Look at here. I am an organization. For my organization, I have to maintain servers, storage devices, networking components. Okay, like that. I have to maintain this infrastructure in my organization. Okay, data centers, everything I'm maintaining. Now, what are the challenges I have with this on-premises server? On-premises. Okay, on-premises. What is this on-premises kind of stuff? See it is. I have to maintain these servers. So means I have to first of all I have to invest to buy server components, right? You need a laptop means you have to go and purchase laptop, right? You need a desktop or a server means you have to purchase those hardware components or a server component you have to purchase. Then you have to purchase an operating system for it. Operating system is there means license. You have a server operating system means you have to hire a person to maintain it. Okay, hire a person to maintain it. You have to store a data. Huge amount of data is there. Organization means data is there. Storage devices you have to purchase it. You have to connect it with network connectivity, firewalls, switches, right? Firewalls are required, switches are required, routers are required, modem is required, LAN connectivity, WAN connectivity, and you have a server, and a server can access with the publicly. Okay, You are maintaining a server. Server can able to access from outside. Meaning is you need a public IP address. You have to pay for public IP address. Leased lines, VPN servers, diesel lines, VPN servers. See how much it is in infrastructure increasing. Next one is redundancy, guys. Okay, if server is down, the service is down. For example, I have a web server. I have a web server. Okay, web server is down. Then you can't able to access the website. Okay, there is a web server, and if web server is down, you can't able to access the website. No problem. But there is a certain paid services are there. Paid services. Always should be running services are there. You are not paying anything for WhatsApp, right? But still you are using it. But there is some paid services are there. For example, I am using this Google Docs, paid service, paid thing. I'm using Office 365, paid services. Paying for that service. I'm using Office 365 paying service. Microsoft Teams. My Microsoft team is the account is paid services. What it is? Okay. This is my Office 365. I'm opening from here. See it is. This is your sheet. I didn't take an attendance from last 2 days. Okay. So this is the paid service. Compulsory it should work, right? Whether free or paid, guys. So either directly or indirectly, everything is a paid one only. Your server is down and saying service is down because of server is down like that. So already I told to one yesterday, means day before yesterday, one batch. So that is, you went to the ATM, you insert a ATM card, and ATM saying service is not available, no cash. You put all the things, you type everything, amount, everything you done, and it is making some noise and finally unable to dispatch. If the money is not there or small amount you have to draw, we don't know. Okay, but you are paying for a ATM use, you are paying for SMS select, still it is not working, and we are unable to give any complaints. Okay, so this is the point. Okay, a lot of promises are there, so don't worry. Server is down, server is down. That is not agreeable by an organization, guys. Compulsory, even if it is a server is down, even the server is down, service must be accessible. For that purpose, you have to put a multiple servers. So that is called a failover and load balancing. Guys, once again, one more time, I will tell this concept. Guys, understanding this point, server, service. Okay. So here is a customer. This is a server one. It is my server. It is a something like some web server or is a file server like that. Okay, it is a web server. Server is giving some website. Is the guy is accessing a website. Yeah, is accessing website now. Okay. I am feeling very bored now. Understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In case my server is down, means it off, or some problem with that service, or server is down, problem with some data is corrupted. But sir, it is down. What happens? Customer, what happened to customer if server is down?
Yeah, he can't able to do anything, sir.
Yes, very good, very good. Can't able to access anything. I open a website, okay, just like I open a website, and this web server, this w3schools.com, is down. Something is problem. Their data is corrupted, or they're disconnected. Something is happened. Okay, but so what happened? I can't able to access. I can't able to access. Right? So this is server down, service down. Server down, service down. This is very important, guys. Lot of people ignoring it. So only if I can tell cloud computing within 15 minutes. What is a cloud? Some definition, some whatever it is a definition. Okay, and cloud models: private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud, and then cloud service models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Okay, benefits of cloud service providers, some one or two names. It's like a school only, A for apple only. Okay, A for apple only. Okay, so it is happen, but in a real time. So I am not even going with the more details. I'm telling a very small details, but that is very important for people who are maintaining the infrastructure, and that is also one of the cloud property. I'm not wasting your time by telling story also. Okay, so point is here, guys: server down, service down. So as I said, if your service is down, like for example, I seriously open this website, not working, I will get irritated and I'll left. But for example, this is Azure Cloud Services. I log in and it is not working. I try to log into Azure. I have some work to do it. It's not working. Then it is serious issue. That is serious. I want to book my ticket. Okay, so like I went to make my trip. I open this. Site is down. Then it's a problem, right? So so server down, service down is should not be happen. Even a server is down, service must be accessible. I'm telling again, even a server is down, service must be accessible. Okay, how it is possible? By adding more servers, means more nodes, more host, any one you can use it. Normally we use say nodes. This is first node, second node, third node, fourth node. Like we are adding more nodes to in the service. These are all give service, same service only. Now we are asking a service. As a customer, we don't know which server it is we are getting. Any of the server is providing a service. Any of the server is providing a service. So which one we don't know. But any one of the service will react based on the user request. Now again, the S1 is down. No problem. Customer will get a service. Customer will get a service. S2 is down. S2 is down. Still customer will get a service. Okay. So point is server is down. No problem. Service is not a down. That is the first point. So what is this called? Fail over. Fail over. As a Microsoft terminology, it is a failover. And also some people call it as a high available. Okay. In other places also they call it as failover or a high available. What is high available? One server is down, other server will give you the services. One disk is down, still you can able to access the data. Your hard disk is down, no problem, you can access the data. Hard disk is down, you can't able to access the data, right? But still you can able to access the data. That is called a redundancy, failover, high availability. So cloud providing this failover or a high availability or 100% available services. Okay. So in generally, if you are maintaining on premises, means your service is down, that is not acceptable. Compulsory you have to purchase more servers to maintain high availability of service. To maintain high availability of service. That is point number one. Point number two is also there. Same point only, but little small difference. This is one, I said this is one. The second one I will write here, not here. What is the second one is, guys? For example, now today, no offers on this Amazon. Amazon website is there, very less offers or no offers on Amazon. So it is my sorry, no. Amazon. Okay, is any offers or any pop-up is there? No, right? Maybe next day, maybe after 2 days. Okay, so maybe there is a new product is going to release. Okay, so then okay, so this is a movie is released, already released in theaters, and now it is in Prime. They can take a rent. First few days, lot of load on it. New offers are running. Okay, new offers are running. Our movie is released. So what happened? More load, more customers, more load on the server, right? More number of users increases, more load on the server. More load on the server means server load increases, CPU, memory, and network. Everything is become busy, and it is slow down, and maybe it will be down. Okay, so more number of users are increases, that more load on the server. Now what I will do? I'll add more servers. I'll do load balancing. I do load balancing. Okay, I do load balancing. So I'll add more servers. I do load balancing. It means number of users increases, no problem. The load will be distributed within this servers only. So what happened? For example, Earlier, one single server, there is a 70% of load. On one single server, there is a 70%, up to 70% of load increases. Provide distributed one, so each server will get a less load on it, maybe a 30% or a 20% load. Load will be distributed. The 70% on one single server will be distributed to the 4 servers. So obviously maximum 20% in each one. Still we can able to get more. Even the more number of users increases, we can go to each one is 30, 30, 30. 30%, 30%, 30%. So it is around 120%, right? So 120% means one single server cannot withstand 120, right? 80% is up to 80 is a very higher. You go to more than 80, it is almost like a meltdown server only. Server will melt down. Okay, so 120. How can we able to get that 120% load? So we have a 4 servers. We distributed among the load. Now it is each one is getting 40, 40, 40. 40, 40, 44, 40, 160%. Main understand what is the load balance it. So one single server cannot with handle all the load from the users. Number of users increases, number of the load on the server increases. To add more servers to balance the load, so node, per node, the load will be lesser, distributed because it is distributed to other nodes. And what is this failover? Any node, any server or any node is failed. No problem. Others, servers or nodes will give the service. So customer won't feel server is down or a service is down or a server is slower, means service is slow. Loading of page or loading of service, loading of connectivity, running of application is slower. We never feel like that. Never feel means that's the point here. Okay, guys, that is main important in the cloud computing. Okay, compulsory understand these kind of stuff. Of course, public cloud, private cloud, and these are the cloud computing advantages are there. So that's why I'm trying to say the cloud computing advantages are there, right? So that is why high availability, failover, cloud mainly certain features are there, guys. Compulsory, high availability, scalability, elasticity, agility, geo distributions, disaster recovery. Very important is scalability and elasticity is also there. Okay, that is very interesting one. High availability, just now only I explained it. It is depends upon service level agreement that you choose. Your cloud based apps can provide a continuous per experience with no apparent downtime even when things go wrong. Okay, continuous user experience with no apparent downtime. The user don't feel any downtime. Even the server is down, user don't feel anything. So that is a high availability. Scalability. There is a horizontal scaling and vertical scaling is there. Vertical scaling is increasing computing capacity by adding a CPU to the virtual machine. Horizontal increasing is horizontally increases compute capacity by adding instance of resources such as adding VMs to configuration. Guys, this is one more feature. This is important to understand this scaling and elasticity of nature. Scaling means already we have seen in networking, like a star topology scaling means ability to increase. Scaling means ability to increase or expand. Okay, so already I told high availability, how it is high availability and load balancing is possible by increasing number of
servers.
servers, nodes. Very good, very good. They are vacant. Good. See, it is. I have a server earlier. Now I want to scale up vertically. Means earlier I have a two CPUs and 8 GB RAM is there. My virtual machine, 2 CPU, 8 GB RAM, some disk space is there. Now I want to scale up. So what I have done, I increased two CPUs to 4 CPUs, 16 GB RAM. Okay, 16 GB RAM, 4 CPUs. It is a vertical scaling. If you increase vertically, the performance of your machine will be increases. Performance, faster it will work. Okay, this is vertical scaling. I said now, ability to expand. Next one is horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling means you have a server. Of course, it contains some infrastructure. It is running. Now, that computation power is not enough. That computation power is not enough. Load increases, then you increase the infrastructure, means 2 CPU to 4 CPU, 8 GB RAM to 16 GB or 32 GB. Okay, like that. You increase the infrastructure size, then it can able to do balance, means it can able to handle the load. Okay, that is one. This is another one. To handle the load or to balance the load, add number of servers or nodes, distribute balancing. So this is a scaling. This is scaling. Add a number of instances to the existing one. Balance the load in between it. So then it is auto load balancing. The future is auto scaling, auto load balancing. Okay. So this is called scaling horizontally first of all. Second one is in a cloud, generally we have a feature called auto scaling. Auto scaling means the number of, means load increases from outside, the load increases, load on the servers increases. So it will scale the number of nodes, means it will add a number of nodes or number of servers and balance the load with these servers. Means per server load will be reduced. So faster we can able to complete the task. For example, flash sales are there. Flash sales are there, no? So Amazon, Flipkart, okay, you open a Flipkart or Amazon, the flash sales are there. When you do flash sales, lot of load on the server. So what it will do? So they will do auto scaling, means adding number of servers. Okay, plus load balancing in it. So what is the advantage? So the load will be distributed to these servers. So this is a scaling property. Scaling, vertical scaling. Horizontal scaling means adding a number of nodes or number of instances to the existing server. Okay, this is scaling. What is auto scaling? Load increases. The cloud feature is auto scaling. So load increases. Number of nodes will be deployed automatically based on the load, and it balance the load also. It balance the load within these nodes. This is one thing. Next one is elasticity. Elasticity is linked to this scaling only, guys. Elastic band. You see elastic band. This is the no. This is the elastic band, right? Elastic band. It's look like a small in size. The elastic band. If you stretch it, it become bigger size, right? Then elastic band become bigger if you stretch it. If you leave it, then it become normal position. It means how much you stretch, that much it is increases. How much you lose, that much it will compress. Okay. So this auto scaling facility is also comes under this elasticity. Means the load increases. The load increases. Number of devices increases, means number of node increases and balance the load. Elastic elasticity. Okay. Load increases. Number of servers or nodes deployed and balance the load automatically. Now load decreases. Flash sale is completed. Load is less. Then it will become less. Earlier it is. This is a scaled, means these many number of hosts are used and balance the load. Now load decreases. So we don't require these servers. Then what I will do? I'll destroy these things. I'll maintain only these things. Okay. So that is called a elasticity, like how elastic band sizes based on the load on it. Okay. So like this, cloud also having that property. Elasticity in nature, scalability, high availability. You can configure cloud based apps to take advantage of auto scaling. So your apps always have the resources they need it. Okay. As I given one example here, I removed that example also. So no problem. Yeah. I want to build an application, but I don't want to worry about this infrastructure. I don't put a mind on this infrastructure. I start building my own application, resources. I'm everything I'm using. I'm not don't know that so how much RAM is required. Like one of I know one person is a software trainer, not in 70s in different organization. She's a software trainer. Okay? She's the software trainer, and her system is 8 GB RAM system. Always slow in not 8 GB means nowadays 8 GB is normal, smaller or normal. Normal system is 8 GB. That time means almost 7 8 years back, 7 6 years back. Okay, she's that system is very slow. With even that is 8 GB RAM, i3 processor, i5 processor also, it is very slow systems. Why? Because she is running an application, so obviously it will consume lot of resources. Like a one background, like a MySQL data or SQL server, okay, Microsoft SQL server, and that .NET development environment application, and the background Tomcat servers, web server kind of applications. The overall it is consuming full server load, means system load. Okay, so point is simple. So when you are doing some development, you need to run multiple things, multiple systems. So your basic system may not support infrastructure, you move to the cloud. In the cloud, you are not telling about a CPU, RAM, and disk space. You are asking I want this kind of services, database services to store some storage place I required. You're not telling how much storage you required. Just I needed some storage space. I needed this backend database services, application services, IDE services, web services, deployment services. You're taking a service and running. Okay, based on your server, service, application, your cloud will adjust according to that infrastructure also. That is where we use this elasticity, auto scaling is more applicable. Agility, deploy and configure cloud-based resources quickly as your app requirement changes. Okay, so agile thing is there now. So anything you are required to change, just connect and access it. One more is guys, cloud, you can access from anywhere, anytime, right? One more is cloud computing. Your cloud resources you can access from anytime, anywhere. Any changes required, like you are developing an application, some requirement is there, some changes required, you will go and change immediately and apply those changes also. Geo distributions. Geo distributions. Here I went to AWS regions. Okay, so here it is about your Azure. In Azure also services, but geo distribution is not showing here. It will show somewhere. It will be there. Solution resources. Here directly I open. This is regions availability zones. You can see this is North America, South America. USA is in North America. It's a continental wise it is showing. So this is entirely Canada. This is US. Okay, so it is Canada West, Oregon, North California. Okay, so some AWS GOV cloud something is West, Canada Central, North Virginia, okay, Ohio, kind of stuff. Okay, so these are the places. Okay, and locations, edge locations, local zones. Okay, these are your data center, AWS data center. South America, Brazil, Sao Paulo. Okay, one data center is there, and of course they will give where are the other locations are there. Means nearest accessible location. European countries, Middle East countries, Israel, Bahrain, UAE, Africa, Cape Town, South Asia Pacific, India, Mumbai, maybe it's Hyderabad coming soon, Thailand, some China related this. So it's a Japan related or China related? Osaka, Japan. This is Japan. Japan or Korea, I think. So it is Korea. I hear this name, Korean movies. Hong Kong, Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Singapore. This is Malaysia, I think. Thailand. And one more is there, Australia. Australia also having two, Sydney, Melbourne. So India has a two data centers and Australia also having two data centers. Okay. Entire North, South America continent having one data center. India is having two data centers. One is upcoming, but came or not came, we don't know. These are different countries. You can get it that a region kind of stuff from here also. This is unfinished, right? I will show you the regions. Here it is. Okay. So this is Azure regions. Azure regions. So here India, South India, maybe Chennai, Mumbai, West India. Three places Azure data centers are there. Okay, guys. The geo distributions. Geo distributions. So in the entire world, the multiple data centers are there. You can deploy apps, data to the regional data center around the globe, thereby ensuring that your customer always have the best performance in their region. The nearest, like your customer is near to this South America. So you deploy into this data center your application or a thing. So your mere customer base is South America. Then you deploy into this data center. So it is very easy for this continental people. Okay. For example, your customers are near to the Singapore. So like or Malaysia or maybe Thailand. So nearest countries. You can deploy to the Singapore data center, India data center, or Hong Kong data center also, nearest one. Okay, that is also there. Not only exactly same thing. So this is Israel, this is UAE, Bahrain. Okay, point is geo distribution. Disaster recovery, disaster recovery. Okay, so it is backup always. Cloud based backup services, data replications, geo distributions. You can deploy your apps with a confidence that comes from knowing that your data is safe event of disaster. Guys, one story is there. Even the story is actually shared by uh, what we can say KCR only. Okay, so how Hyderabad got a IT hub kind of stuff. Okay, so we thought it is around 2000 years. Year 2000 surrounding years means up and down kind of year. Means 96, 95 time. Okay, so actually before that one only, um, this IBM company checking for a geographically safest places. Geographically safest places means safe from wars. South America, North America. So a lot of external wars, internal wars possibility is there. Okay. So internal wars, like a south side it is internal wars, north side it is external wars. Australia, okay, somewhere it is one way or other way they are having some enemies. Next in American country is also having a earthquakes. Okay, earthquakes. Okay, earthquakes kind of stuff will happen. Tsunami kind of stuff will happen. Tsunami will come. Wars, earthquakes, tsunamis. Some other like one more volcano eruptions. Volcano eruptions. Okay, so they will test all the environmental related, pollution related, wars related, everything. They find the safest zone to maintain this data center is India. Means they have their own data center in the US West countries, but they want to put a separate data center. Means backup data center. Means whatever the data is here, also will back up into this one. Want to put a different geographical location. Some people take a backup and store in same PC. Okay, so better to store in different PC. Now I'm telling this is not only taking backup and store, also they have a backup in their location. Also they will maintain the backup servers in different locations. Okay, so in that one again it is selected like a Hyderabad. So they find this is the safest place. Okay, empty place, safest place. No, that time no bomb blast and all, nothing is there. No security threats also not there. Okay, so obviously so better it is Hyderabad as compared to other places like Mumbai is a coastal region, Chennai is a coastal region. Okay, so Kolkata is a coastal region, Delhi is a capital, and another danger is a lot of danger maybe there. So Hyderabad is not a coastal region. Vishakhapatnam is a coastal region. That's a Hyderabad is a safe from like a coastal or any tsunami kind of stuff. They're geographically located. So that is a geo distributions, geographical backup locations and all. Meaning is store your data into different geographical location. Any disasters are occurred at your location, no problem. You have a data is safe. Okay, so that is about your cloud. Here one more is given. No upfront cost, guys. I didn't add one point that is already I told that one. So you want to maintain your on-premises server kind of stuff. You have to follow the failover, load balancing. Okay, so you have to go with the failover, load balancing, managing the storage servers. You have to purchase the storage, networking components, cables, fiber optical cables, physical security, physical security, network security, public IP addresses, private IP addresses, maintenance. These are all required. Okay. So, guys, there is a word called CapEx. CapEx. OpEx. CapEx means capital expenditure. Means I starting an organization, I have to purchase a servers, storage devices, routers, switches, cables, everything I have to purchase it, right? So I have to invest. That is called a capital expenditure. That is called a capital expenditure. OPEX, operational expenditure. What is operational expenditure? For example, you purchase a bike or a car, capital expenditure. Now you are running it. It means while you are driving, you need a petrol. You have to take it to the service centers. You have to change that engine oil kind of stuff, right? So any small damage occur again, you have to repair it, right? That is a operational expenditure. What is capital expenditure? Whatever you purchase, it's a one-time investment kind of stuff. Once you purchase, it is a capital expenditure. Maintenance cost called a operational expenditure. So you want to maintain your own infrastructure, on-premises infrastructure or a private cloud kind of stuff. In generally, private cloud is also added to this example, but on-premises you are maintaining your servers and all. You have to maintain infrastructure. Means first of all, you have to buy this infrastructure. It's a capital expenditure you have to bear, and you have to maintain this Operational means maintaining this infrastructure means operational expenditure also you have to bear. Employees, monitoring, power supply, environmental setup, everything you have to maintain. Physical access, network access, everything you have to do. So advantages of with that another no upfront cost. No need to pay before you are using it. Okay, no capex, no opex here. No need to purchase and manage costly infrastructure that user might not use in fullest. Full purpose you are may not using. You have to purchase this number of servers for maintaining load balancing, failovers, or maybe you have to keep it aside, maybe in case, just in case kind of stuff also. You have to be readily available infrastructure must be there. Component availability must be there. The ability to pay for traditional resources when they are needed. So what are the resources you required from the cloud? You can able to pay for it. The ability to stop paying for a resources that no longer you're using. For example, I have taken a database service from cloud, completed work completed, no longer required. Or I am accessing a virtual machine. Last time I showed to a students, not your batch. Yeah, you can try. Okay, in Google means YouTube. You can try my old video that is cloud practical video is also there. If anyone want, you can try AWS cloud practical, which is I explained. Okay, there is a 3 practicals plus there is a Telugu video also there. Okay, so you can also try that one. You can look at it. Now it is account is compromised, so I'm not showing. Okay, point is there I created a virtual machine, Windows Server virtual machine I created. I showed to the student and everything is workout completed. Once my work completed, what I have done, I deleted it. I deleted it. So that is, you no need to stop. You need to pay for if you are no longer use it, or you can stop paying for no longer use it. You're able to pay like what are the resources you required, you can able to work with it. So this is about a cloud, guys. Not take a break. I have taken longer time. Okay, so take a break for a 10 minutes. I will continue. Again, I will tell very basic information about a cloud, type of cloud like a cloud models and about a cloud models and cloud services means cloud service models, cloud service providers, and that's it. CapEx, capital expenditure, OpEx, operational. Okay.